Alright. Well, regardless, in the bottom left side, here he is. The teamless Terran in the red. He is BYUN. His opponent in the blue. He's the Protoss. He's actually also teamless. A little bit of a teamless fight going on here. Parting. Tuking it out. The kinky play versus the Korean pocket knife. The one-man army. Definitely some leg spikes there, right? Is that just in my StarCraft and not my my OBS? Very weird. Quite peculiar. Alright, yeah. So as I was saying, in American accents, so I have this friend that went to uni in China. And he was learning a lot of Chinese there. And then in his first year of going over there, I believe, like, you know, he wasn't very good at Chinese just quite yet. And in the hallway, right, before you actually get assigned into a class and stuff, they assess your overall level. So they do a little talk with you, see where you're at with the language and your skills and your pronunciation and that type of stuff, right? And then, yeah, so he was very nervous. And then there was this guy from America, apparently, who's already been to China quite a couple of times. And he was very confident, right? He was saying like, oh, so where are you from? Oh, Lithuania. Okay, that's pretty cool. And my friend's like, yeah, and it's, yeah, I'm kind of nervous. And that guy's like, oh, don't worry about it overall, you know. You just kind of talk a little bit, right? I've done this a couple of times. Everything's going to be A-okay. No problem. You know, that sweet American overall self-confidence kind of, in a sense, right? So, that American guy, he got called in first. And he came in with the... well, he went into the room and had a little bit of talk. He came out again, and after you know a couple of 10 minutes, something like that. I don't know exactly, but anyway, he came out and he was like, "All right, well, that was very good. Went swimmingly." And my friend was like, "All right, so what you talk about?" And he's like, "Oh, you know, just some regular stuff, politics, the regular news right now that's going on in the world and stuff like this." And my friend's like, "Wow, damn! I only know like." How to say hello and, you know, kindergarten talk, kind of. Just the regular my name is kind of speech and all those types of things. And, yeah, so he was very impressed with him overall. But then when they handed overall, you know, the classes assigned to them, turned out that the American was put in the same class as him, in a way, and... he was like, okay, well, that is weird. He was talking about politics and stuff, and here I was just kind of talking about how my, you know, how it's a good day, and my name is one particular thing. This could be big. Hold up. Told you I need some time for this story. Oh boy. So yeah, they were put in the same class overall, and then. He was very confused with it, right? Like, why? Why would that happen? He clearly knows a lot more words and everything. Not that many kills there, by the way, 4 of them. But yeah, but then he started... he had to do something in class where he was actually talking. These widow mines can be good, actually. Hold up. Nope, not happening. Alright, so yeah, then he had to read something. There's more stuff going on continuously. Just stop doing StarCraft, guys, for a quick moment. 10 kills there, by the way. That is nuts. That is quite nuts. Anyway, when he started talking, actually, he sounded like the most American thick accent ever. And apparently during the talk, nobody could understand him. Anyway, I'm ruining this story with the StarCraft 2 and butchering it. But yeah, he actually did sound quite a bit like Ni hao! It's like, Ni hao! As American as you can get. Anyway. Not doing it entirely justice. Again, 10 kills here. That is a GG. Alright, well, that's story time for you. 10 kills. quite something else. This will leave stories for like outside of the game because BYUN has no mercy. All right. That was too easy. Yeah, that was just a little bit of Hellion run by, and then two medevacs with Widow Mines coming in. Parting, I mean, he even went Phoenix, right? Phoenix, the best tool in your Protoss arsenal, in order to help yourself out against the Widow Mines, but apparently not enough here for Parting. Not enough here for Parting. Game number 2. 10 kill plus 10 kill. Okay, GG. Yep. That's all she wrote. That's all she wrote, fellas. That's all we needed. In the bottom right side, there he is again. The man, the myth, the legend, the red Terran, teamless right now. He is BYUN. His opponent in the blue. Top left side, Protoss, and he is teamless as well, Mr. Parting. Why don't we get BYUN? You know what? I've been asking the same thing. In a way, honestly, like we're letting BYUN participate in so many events already. I think he's kind of on our payroll, right? Probably can already consider him an honorary member of Alpha X in a sense, but he just you know, he's not on the actual payroll. He's just on the just keep playing for us, and we'll keep inviting you to all these events kind of payroll. All right, here we go. Getting himself a Nexus. So recently I got myself a pull-up bar. Like I've had it for like 2 days right now. I've decided, you know what, I need to get my nerdy butt a bit more off the chair, and you know, I work out sometimes, but quite limited with the stuff I do, right? Like push-ups and some crunches, that type of stuff. Maybe some how do you call this, squats, and you know, with some weights. That's about it. Then I thought to myself, you know, I can do pull-ups, right? This shouldn't be too difficult. I've trained my arms quite a bit overall, right? With like dumbbells and stuff. My God, that is like a complete reversal of muscles or something. Like, I don't know what it is, but that's just an entire different muscle group dedicated to pull-ups for some reason. I can't do a single pull-up really. I think I can do like a half one a couple of times, but then I'm just lacking the overall muscle in the right places to make that happen. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's like, huh, alright, well, this is weird. But, you know what, I do once per day. Yeah, I'm doing a couple of times a day right now. Although it's only been 2 days, I'm still very excited about the entire thing. Oh, it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I think BYUN's doing the same thing here, by the way, boys. Parting is going to respond this time with a bit of the blink. Do them every day, it will build quickly. I hope so. I hope so. We're banking on it, right? I do find it a lot of fun, though. Well, alright, we'll see what these Hellions do, actually, before I completely talk over another entire game, because apparently these games can end quite quickly. I suppose I thought I would do better as well, because I do a lot of climbing sports. Well, I say a lot. I do some climbing sports, right, as well. Which I think, yeah, this should probably translate, but no, not really. Not really. Hellion's still trying to gain access here. There we go. That's the Widow Mines. So the Hellions are drawing a lot of attention away from the overall mineral fields here. 2 probe kills this time around. Not as bad. Ooh, sees that there's 2 blink stalkers there as well. Hellion's still having a bit of difficulty trying to gain entrance into the main base. Just kind of shooting what they can. I mean, the shield battery's empty now. Ooh, trying. Oh, he's gonna get in here. Come on, just a couple of good shots would make all the difference. And it gets 5. Oh, missing that shot on this one. That's a shame. Thought I would have been able to do something else. Pull up is its own animal, nothing carries over. Yeah, it turns out that way, huh? Definitely true. It feels good though, to be sore again, you know, from a very, very small workout. To have actual sore muscles. Oh, it's good. Good stuff. A lot of people don't like the sore muscle feeling, but man, I think it's just absolutely fantastic. Makes me feel like I accomplished something, you know? Like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, I did something. I did something, you know? It's nice. It's good. Alright, there's Raven here in the top left side trying to see what it can get done. Of course, with that observer there. I mean, at least he knows about... does he know about the observer? I guess he... Okay, he does know about... No, he doesn't. That's disappearing still. Okay, yeah, there we go. So only Parting knows, really. Unless if BYUN actually paid attention to the minimap as he was flying by. And he should know as well. I think he did move a little bit closer there a moment ago as well, right? Kind of double checking whether or not that was... there was something there. Alright, so little observer boy coming through. Don't mind me. The reason why Protoss have the perfect race tag kind of on them. And so both the words start with the letter P, so makes sense. We have a cloak. No, we do not. It's kind of surprising to still see a Banshee coming in at this time overall. Shield battery in the main base, so we'll not get anything done here. Ooh, that's a big blink. There we are. Saving everything here. Now with a couple of auto turrets. Actually investing already 3 auto turrets. A bit surprised that I did send in 3, but... that's fine. That's fine. Gets a Stalker in fact as well. That's the 2 probes. That's just for energy. That's absolutely fine. A-okay. Little Dark Templar boy. You don't see this one too often, do you? Guess that's the new, it's the different skin coming in. Ooh, a little bit late with that missile turret. Parting definitely loves himself to the DTs. Always cool to see him playing with the DTs as well. He definitely does quite well with them. Very multitasking and control heavy type of units, right? He's like, alright. Let me try and get these siege tanks here. Doesn't quite work out just yet. It's all good. It's all good. Third base for BYUN does get established here. Probably would be nice to see a missile turret go up immediately. Already does that. On the case. Did just drop 2 mules, so I hope he still has energy for a scan. Does have energy for a scan, but at the same time, his own siege tanks there kind of... you know what? Not discriminating between own friendly siege tank and the DT harassing the fella. That's another scan. Just trying to make sure that those scans are utilized as scans, I suppose. We still have another one available, by the way. It's starting to run dry on scan energy, but I highly doubt that Parting will make another attempt after losing 3 DTs with just, well, pretty much instantly with a single scan. Stalkers here, there we go, trying to make a escape from the small cluster of Terran. DT immediately, once again, coming in from the backside. He needs to get himself that +1 attack, as now he's no longer one-shotting those SCVs. One of the worst things available for the Protoss when that +1 armor kicks in. It's like, alright, well, I guess DTs are almost pointless right now. Or at least twice as bad as they normally would be. Ooh, that is a shame. The blink a little bit too quick. Does still have 2 Stalkers here. Maybe able to make it work. It's getting close. Can't quite get the killing blow on that Raven. Would have been very nice to see for Mr. Parting, of course. And 2 medevacs on the bottom left side, still rotating towards the basis of Parting, who is still establishing more and more tack on the trees, getting himself the storm upgrade. +2/+2, also starting up very early on, right? He fell behind on the +1/+1, but the +2/+2 will be in his favor here, and especially that armor upgrade, always quite important to have against the Marine and Marauder units. They shoot rather quickly, so always a good thing. There we go. BYUN actually fully aware of this army coming in here. We'll be able to reposition his forces. He's still a little bit out of position right now, but it looks like Parting kind of second-guessing himself. Gonna go for the recall instead because of this drop coming in through the natural base. That's not that many Stalkers, though. Maybe this Bioforce is gonna trade out okay, but more Stalkers come in from the main base. And BYUN realizing, okay, I'm not gonna be able to beat the Stalkers. Let me just target down whatever I can. Gets a fair amount of probes still. Does manage to get himself on the 5th base location also. That was no kill. There was a cancel, I believe, on that 5th base. Unless if it just was not made just quite yet. Those Widow Mines are absolutely nuts. Auto turrets also helping out a ton right now. Man, those Widow Mines, they were ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I think that on its own kind of bumping up the units lost count there for Parting into BYUN's favor. Still has those 3 medevac worth of units here. He's gonna try to lure these units back into the minefield. Like that, he's just letting the minefield sit there instead of trying to reposition it as well, allowing those Stalkers to take clean shots at it. He realizes that there's no observers here, so perfect opportunity. There we go. Now finally that observer is arriving, but the medevac's already in the main base. Let's see if they will be able to fight against these Stalkers. Just a few too many. And the HP a bit too low perhaps on the Marauders and the Marines. I think another Warpin will be able to settle the score. Gets one of the forges, just barely denying +2 weapons attack in time. Getting 2 workers here as well. BYUN kind of opening up all the floodgates at this moment in time. He's spending a lot of overall forces in order to make this work, but looks like he does have the production to do so. Back at home, we already have, again, 85 army supply versus 83, so it's looking like he should be okay against the counter-attack. Unless if those storms, of course, hit home as well as they can. The Mecha Zealots coming in. You have just more and more Widow Mine harassments here as well, by the way. Look at that, a lot of probes about to go down. Should have another one coming up here momentarily. Let's keep our eye out on whether or not that's going to go into his favor. Do we not have a stim? Okay, there we go. There's the stim. Great EMPs as well. Good splitting from BYUN here. Needs some time to recuperate his HP pool, though, on those units. Needs a bit of time to heal up his bio. Still Planetary Fortress on the top side as well. Parting wisely decides not to try and take that fight right there. SCVs have to be pulled. More EMPs on top of the Stalkers. I'm not sure if I'm the biggest fan of the Stalker EMP. Oh, he doesn't know. Okay, yeah, there we go. The Zealots there just having a lot more shields still readily available. Gonna try and target down the Disruptor. Doesn't quite get it. Picks up in time though, but that means everything now in the medevacs. And the Blink Stalkers blinking forward quite rapidly. Parting's making it happen. GG is called. And Parting ties up the series here with one hell of a show. not losing 10 workers again. Just kind of destroying everything that BYUN has that time around. BYUN, I mean, the harassment was quite something else. Definitely was quite present that game, but I'm not sure if that was worth it in the end, right? A lot of units were invested, and I don't know, the value obtained. Sure, he did get a couple of those probes here and there, but he's spent maybe a bit too many of his Marines and Marauders and Medevacs as well, of course, in order to get that going into his favor. Semfar's bad parting played so bad though. I don't know, did he? Did he play so bad? I think it was okay. Some pretty good maneuvering overall. The storms, I mean, the storms could have been a bit better. But in the end, BYUN is the person that lost, so parting the player here that played a little bit better. In my opinion. There we are. 1-1, tied up. Basically a best of 3 right now. In the top right side, that's the red Terran player, teamless BYUN. Another teamless prodigy right here in the bottom left side, the blue Protoss player. He is parting. When I saw the 10 zealots swapping in, I had a feeling it was over. Yeah, those zealots, they definitely were the final nail in the coffin there, huh? Definitely caused quite a bit of trouble. I think as well, I mean, we saw the EMPs then landing on top of the Stalkers. I think it's just always, well, pretty much always better to EMP the zealots, because they are just the absolute meat shields of the Protoss army. And yeah, just being able to burn through them that so much quicker. In that situation in particular, I suppose a lot of the Stalkers already kind of low on their shields anyway, right? Because they got EMP'd before that as well. I suppose they were regenerating their shield at the time, so maybe that's why you wanted to try and deny that or stop that from happening. But, yeah. Oh well. Oh well. Engineering Bay block, by the way, going up here for BYUN as Parting is coming in with his Probicons. Doing a bit of the scouting. And this is a rough feeling. This is an extremely rough feeling. Immediately, you kind of get that pit in your stomach, right? It's kind of like, oh no. Oh, I didn't check for it. And now he's here with that engineering bay that's 99% complete. Fan-bloody-tastic. It's going to get a little bit higher up in the production even. Look at that. Okay, ooh, that's as close as it gets, boys. That is as close as it gets. That's 99.5 or maybe 99.9% done. It's already in the position, look at that, to do the end animation. Man, that is ridiculous. I thought he messed up. I thought like, oh, well, he accidentally let it finish. But no. Oh, okay, and cancel. Yeah, really gaining as much as he can from this. Gonna go for a Proxy Stargate here. It's not that close by, but still. We'll be able to get those Hellions into the main base a little bit quicker. Which one of them has in-game announced a White-Ra? I don't think so. Wait, does BYUN have White-Ra? Did you hear White-Ra? I don't think I heard White-Ra. Maybe it was just me doing a little bit of a weird accent. Uh-oh. Well, I'm gonna hear what kind of announcer BYUN has in a moment. SCV ready. Wait for it. Looking at that mini-map, there comes the Zealots, and...
Ready for dust off.
Shoot, the Hellions. The Hellions cleaned it up before he actually got to do anything. Oh, that's a shame. Parting. Yeah, I think that's parting actually. It does sound like it was parting. Ooh, here we go. Quite a good surround there, but of course that is a lot of probes there stacked up on top of one another. Still get 7 of them. Manages to pick up the final Hellion right there. Doesn't quite get anything else. Just a little bit of denial of the mining overall. Still pretty good. Still pretty good. Starports. I like this proxy location actually, right? I mean, it's a lot shorter distance than the main base into the... and from his own main base, right? And then it's just kind of a short distance as well to fly this back to a place where you can start safely building from it, right? It's a smart place to be. BYUN may get a little bit supply blocked right here. Yeah. Just a tad. Just a smidge. Siege tanks looking to gun down any type of stalker attempted aggression. We do have that blink available, of course. BYUN, one of the players that is just incredible at that stalker control. Did make a full wall off there. He's trying to get rid of it right now. But it's going to take a while for him to get a third base here. At least this way. Does he not have a warp prism? He does not have a warp prism. We went for 3 observers instead. Now we see BYUN suddenly starting to move out. Kind of like this decision actually. It seems like a very good timing for him to try and hit. He doesn't have stim. He doesn't have combat shields. He doesn't have +1. Nothing of the sort. It's just a bunch of marines together with those siege tanks. And I'm not sure, even with the 3 observers, that Parting found out about this up until this moment in time. So suddenly he's actually in a lot of trouble here. This is a perfect area to siege up actually as well, right? With those siege tanks and the liberators. Look at that. The robo is going to go down. This is an incredibly powerful build, and instantly we just have a GG being called there by Parting. Completely blindsided by that attack. That was not supposed to happen. That was not supposed to happen at all. I mean, he had Blink Stalkers. He had Blink Stalkers on the map. He just didn't have them in the front of BYUN's base. I'm not entirely sure what he was trying to do with them, but that is not what you need to do in order to figure out whether or not you're getting attacked with the 2-base timing attack. Maybe he just wasn't anticipating it just yet. And maybe, okay, so this is why I think he had his stalkers in that different location. Maybe he was anticipating drop play once again from BYUN. I mean, he did do the Widowmine harassment twice in a row, right? So maybe he was more so trying to prepare for that. And having the stalkers a little bit further to the side makes a lot more sense if you're trying to sneakily snipe a Widowmine dropship, right? Because, or a Liberator. Imagine if BYUN actually did go for a medevac drop and he flew over the stalkers right there. I mean, that would have been a gazillion IQ move there from Parting then, right? Just parking his stalkers there preemptively. That would have been quite something else, but oh well. It's the one way I can actually see that being a good thing for Parting, having his stalkers there. But unfortunately, BYUN not doing that and being able to kind of take that advantage that way. Unfortunately. So, yeah. You know, 3 observers there, kind of missing the ball in a way. Not seeing what they needed to. In the bottom right side, by the way, the red Terran player going across the map once again. I think that is another NG Bay block. He is BYUN. 2 points on the boards. 1 more remaining in order for him to move on through into the best of 7 afterwards. Oh, wow. Well, that is a very unfortunate occurrence there for BYUN. Well, maybe going to game number 5 here, guys. The blue Protoss in the top left side We got ourselves the teamless Protoss. He is parting. Gonna get a quick scout on this engineering bay this time around as well, right? So we'll not be delaying a Nexus here for very much longer. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, what a shame. Yeah, I don't think you can do that without something in between. Right? Probably need like a building or something else to try and get that rotation to go your way. Alright, so that's a good start here for parting. BYUN gonna try and get himself a quick command center though in the main base. Try and make up for the fact that he's already a little bit behind, I suppose, of his timing. Let's see what else he goes for. I think it's gonna be the triple racks opening, maybe with the 3cc. We have seen him do that sometimes against the Protoss. It does allow you to have a little bit more of a buffer, and then usually what we see as well is just a big ball of Marines coming across, right, without any upgrades or anything, kind of as we saw in that previous game, and then just try and hit up the gateway units, and sometimes just walk onto the mineral line as well. And man, probes die very quickly to a big ball of Marines. So there we go. There's the triple barracks. He's going to grab the gas at this point in time as well. Double gas, in fact. So I'm not sure if we're going to get a third CC quickly with this as well. We'll have to wait and see. I'm fairly confident that that normally is the way you want to take this as a Terran player. I guess the double gas makes sense as well, right? Because he's already 16-16 on this mineral uptake, so you may as well just start mining efficiently off the gas, because there's not much else you can do. Right, Tech Lab coming up now for the barracks. May actually try to get himself the stim pack here before he actually starts for a move out. I mean, he does have the money for it. Stim, there we go. Okay, good. Good. I like this. I like this play here from BYUN. Always fun to see the differences between players, and BYUN definitely somebody that does his own stuff now and again. Engineering bay on the way, as we do have parting. Let's take a look at what he's up to. He's got the Robo, a couple of gateways, and a Dark Shrine, as we can see. Did he get the blink as well? No, he did not. So a bit more perceptible for any type of underground harassment type of play, but as we can see, that is not going to be the play here anyway for BYUN. BYUN just kind of needs to make sure that he will have stealth detection. Already getting a missile turret in his natural. So that is a good sign here for the Red Terran. There is that mob prism now coming in. Oh, does he see this? He just barely doesn't see it. Ah, it's very close. Maybe if he warps in though, maybe that will be spotted. I mean, yes it is, but no it isn't. It's not on the minimap. You just kind of saw that shade. Alright. Now it should be clear to BYUN what is happening here, of course. Does he have a scan? No, he doesn't. No missile turret in the main base either. So this is a lot of trouble right now. Trying to get one started here. On top of the gas, the Marines moving the other way. Trying to just avoid getting shot down here. 4, 3, 2, 1. And we should have a scan available here. Let's see if he goes for it. Will attempt the scan and gets one of the DTs. But the missile turret also going down. When's the next scan? Okay, we do have another scan available here. Parting, maybe overcommitting to the DTs if we do have that other scan available. War Prism goes down, and now the Dark Templar also going to get themselves... Oh, actually, no, never mind. One of them just barely gets himself away from that scan here. We need to have a reactor being repaired, I suppose. It's not going to go for it just quite yet. There is some missile turrets here as well, by the way, so I guess that is why Parting not going to go for the mineral line at this point. Quite something. Quite something else. When's the next scan? That is still quite a ways off. This is... Well, this is weird. How much time? 8 seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy new scan. There we go. That's a lot of damage right there. 2 supply depots, 2 reactors right there being killed by a single DT. That's not something you see every day. It's casually sent in the next DT as well. Okay, so BYUN still gonna go for the very heavy infantry assault here. Of course, we can see there's already Colossus out on the field together with another one on the way. Charge upgrade. We have the extended thermal lance. All of this stuff now in production. It's gonna be a lot more difficult for BYUN to actually make that bio attack work. I like the fact that he's gonna go for the drop play. We've mentioned before there was no blink available, so that's a little bit of potential there. Third base for parting also already quite a while here on the ground and mining away as well. Singular DT in the natural base. Looks like, yeah, BYUN actually not really looking all too much forward to taking a fight there. Interesting way to use the Dark Templar. More so a observer kind of job right there for that DT. Maybe he was hoping he would be able to run past the army units as soon as they went by him as well, but not quite working out that way. Okay, so BYUN being very patient with these 2 medevacs as well. Right, they're still here. They're still just kind of chilling. Anticipating that they will move in the moment when he sees parting his army out and about on the map. Trying to get somewhat of a recall to go into play here. 4th base also going to get constructed by parting, I would imagine. While he is going to ramp up the aggression overall. Let's see, first Widowmine hit is quite good. The other one, pretty good as well. Still too much stuff though for BYUN to really hold against right now. He's going to go for the offensive with his 2 medevacs the moment when he sees that there is an opportunity to. But the DT there making life very difficult for the dropships. He does have scans available, 2 scans in total actually. Oh god, that's a lot of splash damage coming in from those Colossi. A good EMP hitting the Colossi as well as most of the gateway forces, but really shows how much difficulty BYUN is having here. Seeing that it doesn't matter too much, getting such a clean EMP will not even really save him at this moment in time. He's still doing the drop as well, so that's kind of giving him somewhat of a chance. But I think this is going to be it here, guys. We do not have a way for BYUN to really clean this up. The attack on the other side, that is looking like it will not be able to achieve anything either. Shield battery overcharge once again, kind of making life extremely difficult there. And yeah, BYUN just taking too much damage initially. Even doing the proxy of the barracks right there, of course, making life more difficult for him. And GG is called. Tough. Tough. Yeah, DTs sometimes they can just straight up win a game, sometimes they can just straight up lose a game. This time around, I think it was a bit of both, in a sense. Right? They weren't getting a lot of stuff done. That one DT definitely kind of making it work in the end. A lot of Marines also died, by the way, due to the Dark Templar assault. So keep that in mind as well. As Parting is waking up, feels like I'm falling asleep. My body's like, wait a moment, weren't we supposed to still be asleep? Weren't we still supposed to be asleep? Oh, well, alright. Trying to wake myself up again. Okay, here we go. We ready? I think we are. So yeah, 2-2. It's BYUN. Parting. There you go. Introduced. Like the hero caster that I am. See what these boys are up to. Little gateway being thrown down there, huh? Parting. Interesting. I mean, he has been doing the in-base gateway for a while now, hasn't he? Usually a later thing that happens with the PVT to make a wall here against the Hellions and such. Sometimes it happens on these the maps where you have the ramp area, right? It becomes a lot more doable, but there's just so much open area in this on this map. BYUN once again doing his doing the naughty, doing a bit of the engineering bay blockage, getting himself the double refinery rather quickly here as well. Parting will get the scout on this. I would hope so, at least, unless if he just takes confidence in. Oh, he actually finished it this time around. That's what you get. That's what you get for being so close to that completion part continuously. Factory with the reactor. Alright. This is a bit of a shame, right? This is still quite an investment. Well, about like 100 minerals he could have gotten back. That is quite a bit, guys. That is quite a bit. This early in the game. I mean, you only get like, what? 900 minerals each minute. So 2 minutes have gone by. I think that would give you like, what? You didn't have that many workers beforehand either. So that is like, what? 1700? So instead of 1700, you'd have 1600, alright? Or like 1500, 1400. Definitely a difference right there. About that ballpark. Are my estimates. Destined one, completely convinced in chat here that BYUN will still win this one. I mean, I would not be opposed. I would like to see it happen. I mean, he's going to get himself the Hellion Harassment. Usually that does do really well against Protoss, so I would not be too upset. It seems like Parting as well, right? This is a big deal. He never went past this point to scout, so he has no idea that there's a double refinery. He has no idea that there is the very quick factory and starports out, or that there's no second base available. Parting here will be able to just barely get a whiff of those Hellions. Was quite a close shave though. Not sure if he saw. I think he did, because he is setting up a full wall here momentarily. Does he know about that medevac drop coming in as well? That's the next question. And Hellions in the natural base. Nothing there, just quite... Oh, there's a big transfer coming in. 5 probes just like that. Where are the Stalkers so far? Trying to gun down The low HP Hellion, and oh, this could be it, guys. Come on, good volleys here are available. Only gets one, maybe a couple more. 3 Hellions do manage to escape. 12 workers. 12 workers, just like that. Not too bad. Now, of course, Parting does have that second base, and BYUN kind of sacrificing his own second base for a while there. He's not going to be able to come back around with this medevac, although he's going to try. Oh, he's getting in here. The Stalker, it's so close. One more shot. We'll be able to get it out of the sky. It's not going to happen. More probes will fall. There's the probes. One more shot. Ah, doesn't quite happen. 4 more probes. I mean, grand total of 17 workers killed off right now. I would imagine that Parting, if this was game number 1, he probably would GG right now. But not the case, not the case. This is his final chance to make a comeback happen here. To make the comeback real. Have that 3-2. So Parting is coming across the fields here. Will attempt to get himself a bit of damage dealt. There's an auto turret harassment also coming into play right now. Guess we have more and more Ravens actually coming in. Where is this Raven, in fact? Where are you, buddy? Oh, it's still there. There we go. Doesn't quite show on the minimap there for me. Oh, the siege tank maybe a little bit too far forwards. Still a lot of Marines here to help out against the gateway forces. We have another siege tank further back. That is in a good position, so the Stalkers will not be able to just jump right on top of this. Observer gets shot down as well. Immediately another Observer on the way on that production tab. The other one, where is this other one? It's right next to the Raven, which has now a body Raven also doing the harassment. Another siege tank would be a good siege up place there on this side, I think. It's definitely more difficult than over here to snipe, so may just put down another siege tank as well. Alright. Just gonna put that a bit further along. It's being protected now by the other siege tank, to be fair. 2 more probes going down. Again, this auto turret harassment. 10 workers ahead. Parting. He's got some big fish to fry here. Needs to find a way through the front door, or somehow to get an opportunity here going into his momentum. It's looking rather rough. Is he going to try to make this work? I mean, there are 2 siege tanks here. Is he aware? He's going to be able to take out one, and there's the second. GG is called, though, as all the Stalkers die on their mission to take out those siege tanks. And, yeah, BYUN takes control, takes the victory. 3-2.